Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and today I'm going to discuss the much anticipated 2021 F1 regulations. So basically, a few years time in the 2021 F1 season, Formula 1 is going to see its biggest rules overhaul since 2014, and this is going to mean massive changes to the technical, sporting, and financial regulations. So basically, F1 is going to be going through a massive change over the next few years, and it's not only going to be the cars that are going to be very different, there's going to be a lot of different things also. And basically, if these regulations do deliver on their main promises, then a lot of the things that are currently wrong about F1 that we often complain about, like all the top teams getting way more money and the cars not being able to follow each other, well, a lot of those things are at least supposed to be fixed. And if these regulations really do change F1 and shake up the sport for the better, then we may even see a change in the pecking order. Who knows? In this video, I'm going to be looking at the main changes that the 2021 regulations will present and what it's going to mean for the sport going forward. So now let's get into the video, and remember, if you like the videos on my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter. So obviously the most important thing in these 2021 regulations are the new cars. So on your screen right now is the proposed design that the FIA have created. So this is a rough idea of what the cars are going to look like in the 2021 season. And from an aesthetics point of view, these cars are actually quite nice. I was really impressed by how they came out, especially the middle of the car. I mean, the curvature on the sides looks really nice. I really like the shape of the side pod, and also now the halo is more integrated within the design, so it doesn't look like a sore thumb sticking right out of the car. But yeah, overall, I was quite impressed by how these cars came out. And yeah, also the front wing end plate, that looks absolutely amazing. I will say that I don't particularly like the shape of the rear wing. That looks a little bit weird, that more triangular shape. I don't like the tip of that nose either, and I don't know how the top of the front wheels is going to work. Like if you get a puncture, I don't know how that's going to work. But at the end of the day, how the cars look is nowhere near the most important issue that needs to be addressed in these new 2021 regulations. The most important issue by far that needs to be addressed is ensuring that there is closer racing and the cars can follow each other. The biggest problem facing F1 right now is that the cars can literally not follow each other without being slowed down by the aerodynamics from the car in front. Like when the 2019 cars follow within one car length of each other, they lose like some ridiculous number, like 50% of their downforce. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous that you literally lose half of your downforce and grip. I mean, no wonder the drivers complain so much, and when they get within 2 seconds of each other, they literally hit a wall and can't get any closer without being slowed down, without their tires overheating and having to drop back. So these 2021 cars, they're designed to not be as, for the airflow to not be as disturbing to the car behind. So rather than losing half of your downforce by being right behind, you'll only lose about like 10 or 20% or something like that. So hopefully this will aid closer racing and the cars can follow more closely without the car behind being affected by the car in front. So another big change that will be implemented in 2021 is the introduction of a budget cap in Formula 1. So this is something never before seen, and basically the budget cap is going to be $175 million per season, but this does not include the cost of marketing and driver salaries. So it's just for operation and development, I believe. And this is so that smaller teams like Racing Point, Haas, and Williams are able to compete with the bigger teams that have more money like Mercedes and Ferrari, because right now Formula 1 is more about who has more money, not who can manage their team better. I mean, there's teams like Mercedes and Ferrari who are spending literally $500 million on Formula 1, and this is something that the smaller teams simply can't match. So it is quite good that they're implementing a cost cap. $175 million is still a bit high. I doubt some of the midfield teams will even be able to reach that, but I can see it probably going down in a few years' time, it just so that the effect on the big teams isn't too much of a shock. So basically, there is a budget cap of $175 million, and teams cannot spend any more than this during the season. So this next rule that I'm going to talk about is one that is quite popular amongst all of the fans. So basically from 2021, it will be mandatory for all of the teams to run drivers with 2 Grand Prix or less experience for at least 2 practice sessions during the season. So basically for 2 practice sessions during the season, the teams have to run drivers with basically little to no Formula 1 experience. And this is a really good rule because it can allow fans to see up and coming drivers that may be in Formula 1 in the future, and also it also allows them to just gain some really valuable experience that may be helpful to them if they do actually join the series. So I think that is a really good idea and certainly one of the best rules that they've come up with in these regulations. So it was also mentioned in the press conference that the maximum limit for the amount of races in the season is going to be 25 races. And we already are at 22 races, and this is already quite a lot. Maybe more races is better for us fans because we get to see more Formula 1, but it does put quite a lot of stress on all of the team personnel and the drivers, the team managers. It is quite a challenge for all of them that actually are the ones working and putting on the show for us, and this is something that a lot of people don't realize, but they said it was just a limit. It wasn't necessarily a target per se, but I am pretty sure that for money reasons, they're going to get to 25 races. And even in my opinion, that is too many races, even for a fan. So basically, we've looked at the biggest changes, the biggest, most important parts of the 2021 regulations, which basically changes to the cars, the new budget cap implementation, the amount of races that are allowed in one season, and also that free practice rule for younger drivers. So on paper, these 2021 regulations do actually look really promising and almost too good to be true. I mean, the cars look amazing. Apparently, the racing is going to be better. The midfield teams will be able to fight the top teams. I mean, sign me up for all this. But my question, my doubts over all of this is this actually going to happen? Are Liberty Media and Formula 1, are they actually going to deliver on their promise to make Formula 1 a better sport? Or is all of this just talk and is everything going to be the same? That is only my big worry about these regulations. Are they actually going to change the sport? Are they actually going to shake up the pecking order? Or is it just going to be top teams with more money dominating and all the midfield teams at the bottom will the cars still not be able to follow? But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to leave your thoughts on these 2021 regulations, what you think they're going to mean for the sport, how you like the cars. Just leave all your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'm really looking forward to reading them. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video on the new 2021 regulations. Let's see what it's going to mean for Formula 1. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember to like this video and subscribe. And yeah, that's going to do it. See you next video. Bye.